When we need to factor by teeing off, there are multiple ways to factor. One of those ways is by finding a GCF. The three ways you can factor your quadratic equations are finding a GCF. You should always do that first. You want to start at the top of your flowchart. Then you must ask yourself whether it is going to be a binomial or a trinomial. If it is a binomial, you're going to do dots, which stands for difference of two perfect squares. In order to use dots method, you must have a subtraction problem and it must be a binomial. If you answered and said that it was a trinomial, the next question you must ask is A equal to 1 or is A greater than 1? If A is equal to 1, what you need to do is you need to take your C value and find factors that will add to your B term. When finding your factors of your C value, you need your equation to be in standard form. Standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. You need to find factors of c that are going to multiply to a positive whatever your c value is, and that add to a positive b. When you're looking at this, the second sign tells you if they're the same or different. The first sign tells you what the sign will be. When we are talking about the second sign, if it is a plus sign, it means it's the same. If it is a minus sign in this location, it's going to be different signs. If it's different signs, the bigger number gets the sign in the first spot. Given this polynomial, it is a quadratic with a being greater than 1. So what we need to use is the AC method. When we use the AC method, we want to take our a value and multiply it by our c value. When we do that, we have 24. Now, in order to solve this problem, we need to find our factors of 24 that are going to add to 14. After finding my factors, I look over here and I find out that 2 and 12 having the same sign will add to a positive 14. Okay, once you find that your factors are 2 and 12, what you need to do is you're going to break up the 14a into 12a and 2a. From there, I'm going to look at 3a squared plus 12a and 2a plus 8. You want to break it up into two separate things. Then you must factor out a GCF. So now I have 3a times a plus 4 plus 2 times a plus 4, because my GCF of 3a squared plus 12a is 3a, and my GCF of 2a plus 8 is 2. The final step when solving your polynomial is to take this term, and we are going to make it its own bubble. So I have 3a plus 2, and since there are two a plus 4s, I am going to take one of those a plus 4s and I am going to cancel it out, because the GCF of a plus 4 is a plus 4. So that is my second bubble. Then we tee off. Once we tee off, we find out that our a values are going to be -2/3, and a is also going to equal -4.